I am Pia Renee. I am part of Team Legend of season 20 of The Voice. I am a singer, songwriter, bass player, mother, master and jack of many, many trades, and I am excited to be here. Well, you know what? To be honest, I had made up my mind that I was not standing in nobody else's 12-plus-hour long line anymore. I'm not doing it. I'd have done that before, and I was done. I had a couple folks come to me and say, hey, you should do The Voice, and I had been on their mailing list from like years back. And it's funny, oddly enough, I worked in corporate. And there was a woman that I worked with, her name is Michelle Danzler. She came up to me, she said, you know, I had a dream that you was on The Voice and you won. I was like, what? And she didn't even know I could sing at the time. So I'm like, first of all, who sent you? And so, I held on to that because in my mind, I was done with auditioning, not doing it. You can't make me do it. And a couple years passed and COVID hit. And the audition criteria changed from standing in the lines and doing the mass auditions to just submitting videos. So when I got that email from The Voice, being on their mailing list, that they were just accepting video submissions, I was like, well, what can it hurt? You know, they either gonna call me back or they ain't. And that's where it started. Right before I entered the stage or entered the room with the stage in it, I just felt this calm come over me. And I knew I would be all right. And not only that, but I learned from being on another singing show that the power of not wanting to be embarrassed is very real. And it shows up right on time. Come on, somebody. So when I got out there, I was calm. Now, I did have a couple moments, like especially when they didn't turn right away, I did panic a little bit. And when I practiced the song, I envisioned them turning at a certain point. And when that didn't happen, I had to gather myself and just readjust my focus. So there is a lot going on in the room. Of course, you know that who these people are behind these chairs. You don't know who's going to turn or when or if they'll turn. But at the end of the day, I had to make a decision that I wanted to represent myself well, regardless of the outcome. Well, to be honest, my focus was on Blake, to be honest. And just from a strategy standpoint, because everybody knows John Legend. Everybody knows that if you soul singing, if you cut from a certain cloth, you're going to be drawn to John. So I felt like initially that the likelihood of somebody who sounds like me, looks like me, comes from a similar background, we're going to be all on Team John. So I wanted to put myself in a position where I could be unique and I could stand out. And I know that all the country singers tend to flock to Blake. So I was like, you know what? Strategically, it's easier for me to stand out on Blake's team. So he was my focal point. And not only that, when I going into the competition, I said I wanted the person who turned around first, because that's the person who I resonate with the most. And unfortunately, I had my eyes closed, so I did not see that was Blake. Oh, wow. So initially, Blake was my first choice, but when him and John started making their pitch, Blake really talked himself out of it. So that's what ended up happening. This is essentially a huge opportunity still. And, I'm older now, I'm wiser now, I'm a little bit more seasoned in life, and I have a lot more freedom now. At that time, on the other stage, my children were fairly young, and now they're young adults off into college and preparing for grad school. So it's a different ball game for me. And I'm just happy that my talent resonates in the way that I've gotten to this level on this within this particular platform. So I'm still excited, and it's not lost on me at all. Production does help out with the song choice initially, and my genre is reggae. So to come in and do not just like a straight up reggae song, but Stevie Wonder's reggae. So you got the R&B, you got the gospel, you got all of that, which is who I am essentially. So it was a perfect representation of who I am and what I bring to the table. So the song choice was spot on for me. Yeah, so battles are very interesting. It's a competitive duet of sorts, and you have to marry the energy of competing with somebody, but being collaborative at the same time. You know what I mean? And I think that without saying too much, I think that you all will be pleasantly surprised with what we did. My dream collaboration is with a Grammy Award and millions of dollars. That is my dream collaboration. Come on, somebody, with the universe and all the wonderful manifestation. Yeah, that's what I want. I want to live comfortably with peace and stability at all times. And I want to always have a abundance of opportunities before me, and that's the type of life I want to live. So that's my dream collaboration right there. So all of my socials are I am Pia Renee. So that's IAMPIARENEE, and that's across all platforms. Funny story, I had a lady DM me about my son. She saw my son watching virtually. She's like, "Hi Pia, is your son single?" "Yes, this is me shooting my shot." And I was like, she don't know me because I fight cougars. This lady don't know me. I will fight a cougar about my child. So she said, "Is he single?" I said, "No, he's not." And then she was like, "Well, good luck on The Voice." Like, really? That's what we doing? So yeah, that's been the most interesting DM that I've gotten since my blind audition has debuted. My daughter and I, we all laughed about it. It was pretty funny. I had even a friend of mine who watched him grow up was like, "My God, he's fine." I was like, "Hey now, you want to stay my friend? Slow down." Hi, my name is Pia Renee, and you've just been buzzed.